Oh my god. Oh my god, there's a car. Oh my god. The barn is gone. Historic flash flooding swept across New York's Hudson Valley and parts of the capital region on July 29th after a powerful storm system brought intense rainfall across eastern New York. The extreme weather event overwhelmed drainage systems, caused waterways to rise rapidly, and created dangerous conditions across multiple counties, leaving roads flooded, vehicles stranded, and communities dealing with significant impacts.
Look at that shit.
One of the most dramatic scenes emerged from Schodack in Rensselaer County, where floodwaters caused severe damage near County Route 1, also known as Catskill Road. Footage from the area showed a residential home suffering major structural damage, with part of the building collapsing and sections of the exterior facade being swept away by fast-moving floodwaters. The scene showed the destructive force of the flooding as emergency conditions developed across the area. The flooding was triggered by torrential rainfall that fell over a short period of time, causing water levels to rise quickly across rivers, streams, and low-lying areas. In many locations, storm drains and smaller waterways were unable to handle the amount of water, allowing flooding to spread rapidly through roads, neighborhoods, and commercial areas. Rainfall totals from the storm were among the most significant aspects of the event. Some locations across the capital region and Hudson Valley recorded more than 8 inches of rain, with some areas approaching or exceeding 9 inches. The extreme rainfall amount contributed to widespread flash flooding and created conditions that were difficult for communities to manage. The storm affected several counties throughout eastern New York, including Rensselaer County, Albany County, Greene County, Ulster County, and surrounding areas. Communities such as Schodack, Castleton-on-Hudson, Troy, Albany, Guilderland, Coxsackie, Catskill, Cairo, Saugerties, Palenville, and nearby areas experienced flooding impacts as heavy rain moved through the region. In Albany County, Flooding affected urban and suburban areas as intense rainfall overwhelmed local drainage systems. In the city of Albany and surrounding communities, several roads experienced significant water accumulation, creating hazardous driving conditions and disrupting normal travel. Residents were urged to use caution as emergency crews responded to flooded locations.
That's not happening. Okay. One more, no, because okay, yeah, I'm stuck. This is...
Got out of the car. I don't know if you can tell, his car is now submerged. I called the cops.
One of the most noticeable locations during the flooding was Stuyvesant Plaza in Guilderland, Albany County. Videos from the area showed floodwaters covering parts of the parking area and surrounding roads, creating a scene that quickly gained attention online. The flooding at this commercial area demonstrated how rapidly extreme rainfall could impact everyday locations, even in developed communities with established infrastructure. Rensselaer County was among the hardest hit areas during the event, with communities including Schodack, Castleton-on-Hudson, Troy, and surrounding areas reporting dangerous flooding conditions. Officials issued emergency warnings and advised residents to avoid unnecessary travel as water covered roads and created unsafe conditions for drivers. In Greene County, several communities across the Catskill region also experienced significant flooding. Areas including Coxsackie, Catskill, Cairo, and Palenville and nearby communities saw fast-moving water, flooded roads, and rising streams. The combination of heavy rainfall and the region's terrain contributed to rapid runoff and difficult conditions in some locations. The flooding also affected parts of Ulster County, including areas around Saugerties and surrounding communities. Heavy rainfall caused water levels to rise quickly in smaller waterways, increasing the risk of additional flooding in low-lying areas. Residents continued monitoring conditions as officials assessed the impact from the storm. Transportation across the region was also affected, as several roads became difficult or impossible to pass. Flooded streets, standing water, and debris created challenges for drivers, while some major routes experienced delays and temporary disruptions. Authorities continued advising motorists to avoid flooded areas and never attempt to drive through rapidly moving water. The storm also affected local infrastructure and public services across parts of the Hudson Valley and Capital Region. Emergency crews responded to multiple incidents involving flooded properties, stranded vehicles, and residents needing assistance. Power outages were also reported in some areas as strong storms moved through the region.